Well, today we are doing something a little different. I've got my trailer here, and we're getting ready to go up to Sturgis. Now, for those of you that don't know, Sturgis from Atlanta is a 24-hour drive, which is why we're not just riding the bike up there, because it would take even longer to do that on a bike with all the brakes that you have to have and all of that. So we're going to take the trailer up there. And because it's so long of a ride, I've gotten another Chock, the same as the one that I have on my lift, to mount into the trailer here so that it's just that much more secure, and also so that it's easier for me to, put it on without my wife's help. Right now, I have to have her to help with everything because I can't hold the bike up and strap it down at the same time. So this will help with that. So it just came. I haven't opened it yet, so let's take a look. We're going to start with an unboxing and then get to screwing it onto the floor on today's Graybeard Biker. All right, so this is, let's see, who makes this? Extreme Max. It looks very similar to the Condor wheel chock, only it's not as expensive. Probably made in China somewhere, but it's on the Amazons. And matter of fact, here's a QR code right here where you can scan with your phone to find where I got this from. Matter of fact, I'll also put the links to the drill bit and then also the bolts that you need to do this whole thing, and the nylon washers. Let's go ahead and get this open. All right. If you've never put one of these together, I guess you'll see that too, because we have to put it together before we can bolt it down. All the assorted accoutrements. Poop sheet. All right. All right, so the first thing that we have here is, of course, the tray that it all goes in. And here are the bolts where you put it to the floor. And these bolts here are where you put the, depending on how big your wheel is. All right, now to find the center of my trailer is pretty easy because I have 10 boards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the middle two, that's center. And because I've already done one of these, when I put it on my lift, I'm pretty familiar with how it's gonna go. Matter of fact, I can cheat and look and see exactly where, where the settings are gonna be. So on mine, because I've done it before, I know that it's going to be the first hole here. So that's this one right here. Washer. Cotter pin. All right, and then the other one is this hole right here. So same thing here. Take the cotter pin out. Washer off. All right, now when you get this, this is the part that you roll in and then it flips up. The hole goes to the back of the tire. So it'll go like this here. Just insert that through it all. It's actually really simple to put together. Washer. And then the cotter pin. That's it. So the wheel comes this way, flips that over, and holds it right here. So now I've got to bolt this piece to this piece. And they give me the bolts for that. So again, dead simple. Let's see what size are these things so that I can get the right tool. Sizes, come on.
Oh, come on!
Just says bolts. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, you idiot. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
All right, I'll see what it is. All right, survey says it's a 9/16 bolt. Put these through our holes. Just finger start. Do the other side. Feed it through our hole. All right, so the bolts are 9/16 and the nuts are 11/16. So you need to have a box wrench, use a normal wrench, to hold the bolt in place. And then we'll ratchet on the nut. All right, now, if you don't have one of these and you do a lot of wrenching on your car and whatnot, these are great. Matter of fact, I'll put the link to this, our QR code to the link to this right here. I love this thing. And also, I got it to where the batteries that it works are the same on all the rest of my things. So I have multiple batteries I can just swap out. It's great. Love it. I ordered some of my the bits and the bolts and stuff that I needed, not from Amazon, but from Home Depot. Because Home Depot, I would get them today. Amazon, I wouldn't get them until tomorrow. But it's the same bolts as I told you. They're just from a different location, from a different retailer. All right, so it turns out I thought I was going to have help here, but it seems I am not going to, which means I may be doing this all by myself. So that means we may have to change how we go about doing it. That's fast, so that means 25 on each side. Yeah, that's 25-ish there. That's technically 25. All right, that looks good. All right, we can see it now. Let's see what we got.
Drill, baby, drill.
Let's make sure those line up. That's good. Best. All right, so now we're going to try to fix this. Which means I gotta get down here. Now you'll also notice I have all these stools and whatnot underneath the trailer because I couldn't pick it up on its side like I wanted to, and I don't want it to fall and hit me. So that's why it's angled this way. All right, let me get my stuff here. All right, you can kind of see what I'm dealing with here. All right, so you can see the issue that I have is that these nuts won't go in all the way because the carriage bolts keep turning. Now the carriage bolts are turning because the way that this is made, the way that the chock is made, the bolts don't actually go all the way down because they're tapered. So in order to still use the bolts that I have, I am going to try something else. So what I'm going to do is what's known as the jam nut method, which is I put 2 regular nuts on and I get them to hold the bolt still so that I can then put the nylon nut on. Now, one issue that we have here is this. I wonder if that'll be an issue. Okay. Bet you that's not good. That bounces loose. This one I had to cut. I'm gonna have to cut all these. Now let's do that first. I don't know that it'll bend. It might. Let's see if it'll bend. I bet you it won't. Not if I use the stop nut, it won't. Let's see. See if I can get it to bend. All right, so what I did that actually worked here, I'm still going to do the jam nut thing. Actually, I don't have to now. What I did that worked is I put a set of vice grips up there to hold the nut in place. And so that held it. So now I should just be able to run this right on up. There we go. Easy peasy. I just got to do it up here again the same way. So I got to move that. All right, I can do that. That's cool. I'll just move the vice grips. I don't know that this will work on all of them, but if it does, that would be great. Let's see what we got. He won't go all the way up. We all right, this is working. It's only a very small turn at a time. Now what this is doing is it's bringing the top head of the carriage bolt down into the wood above it by force with this screw. Let's run this puppy up there. There we go. All right. No, that's working. Right up until. I think I may do some screws also because I have more holes here. Matter of fact, I think I probably will do that. But I won't need to be under it for that. Need to get me some super deep freaking sockets. Okay, now. All right, good, that's up. Now. All right, so now that I have these up here, I'm going to, there's more holes in the chock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some screws down in there just to make extra sure that it won't come off. Now, these are very, very long. They're longer than they should be, but they actually don't stick out further than the frame. So I'm not really going to worry about it. It's because I was going to like cut them off, but they don't stick out any further than this, so I think we'll be okay. Here are the vice grips that I use to hold these still. Do you see how they're still up some here? I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is put some screws down in these holes here because there's more holes to just make extra sure that they're all secured and locked in place. That way, if I do that, then I don't have to worry as much about, you know, my investment piece over there falling at all when I'm putting it on the trailer. So let's do that. All right, so I just got back from the Home Depot again. Can you tell there's one close to me? And got those secondary screws to kind of make sure this thing is secure. Now what I got, these are 1/4 by 1.5 inch wood screws. Let me bring it up and show you. Because the thing is, as wide as they need to be, they don't carry that. So hopefully these are wide enough as they need to be. I think they will be. And I'm going to have to drill a pilot hole. I'm going to start off with a small pilot hole here in the direct center. He says he's trying to get it in the direct center. All right, that ought to do her. So now what we've got are the 4 carriage bolts and then 3 of these screws. And that should do it. Now I'll let you know after I get the bike on here. You'll see it when we go to Sturgis. That's what I did all this for. So, but it should hold just as well as the one over there on my lift does, because it's the same thing. So that's it for today. 2 things you can do to motorcycle your flatbed trailer. And yeah, I also recommend, if you don't have it, is one of these wheels on the front. I got that separate and put that on. It makes it a lot easier than trying to drag it around without that. So that's another improvement that I've made to the trailer. It's the wheel in the front and now these 2 things. So, so yeah, that's it for today. We'll see you in the next video. If you like content like this, motorcycle content, tutorial content, if you enjoy the channel in any way, please like and subscribe, all the YouTube-y stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay free. Keep it shiny side up.